So we know that it's a huge chance that the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna lose L'Jarius Sneed. Like that is honestly a huge chance, and it really might happen, man. It really might happen. Now, a lot of people they don't want it to happen. Obviously, I'm not gonna say I want it to happen, but I'm not gonna say I don't want it to happen. Well, this video we're gonna be talking about Trent McDuffie and the rest of the defense and how I think it's Trent McDuffie's time to shine. So a lot of people believe that L'Jarius Sneed is the best cornerback on the team. But at the end of the day, I understand Sneed was on the outside more, but McDuffie is an all-pro. He's still an all-pro. You still have to respect him. You have to respect his greatness. You have to respect what he brought to this defense. And you have to trust him to make that switch to develop and play on the outside. That's something you have to trust as a Chiefs fan. And you have to trust that without L'Jarius Sneed, the defense will still be good. I mean, there's dudes in the draft such as Cam Hart. We lost Willie, obviously. We lost Sneed. But there's good replacements in the draft. You got Cam Hart. You got a few underrated linebackers in the draft as well that I'm going to have to get into. So the defense is still going to be good. The offense is the issue. But the defense is still going to be fine, man. I understand where y'all coming from with the L'Jarius Sneed stuff. I 100% get it. But Trent McDuffie has been a monster, and he's been criminally underrated. And he is one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He's shut down. I mean, he could tackle. He could cover. He could run zone. He could run man. He's a hard hitter. He's physical. He's physical on the ball. He plays the ball well. So Trent McDuffie, he legit has a chance to develop and guard them outside wide receivers. I mean, we've seen small dudes like Jair do it. So I do believe McDuffie, he has that trait. And Chris Jones, when it came to keeping Chris Jones over Sneed, Chris Jones was the obvious choice. We not about to re-sign Sneed over Chris Jones. Not the dude that is the reason why we three-peated. He's the reason why we three-peated. Without Chris Jones, we're not going to get any of them rings. Obviously, Sneed had made some big plays, but Chris Jones has been that guy for the Chiefs. He's been that guy, and I'm glad that the Chiefs extended him. And Sneed, man, you're a very great player, but you are asking for way too much money, bro. You had one elite season. The season before this one was decent, but you are asking for way too much money, man. Way too much. Like, it's honestly, it's terrible, bro. Nobody's paying you that much bread, man. Well, the Chiefs definitely aren't paying you. Brett Veach, we know how Brett Veach is as a GM. He is not paying L'Jarius Sneed that much money, man. It's out of this world. He wants Jair money. He wants over 24, 5 million a year. He wants that range. You're not that guy, my guy. What are you doing? He's on some Orlando Brown-ish. You're not that dude, bro. You're tough, but play one more year. Prove that you could do it again. Go on a tag and prove that you can do it again. If not, get ready to pack your bags because you are going somewhere else because you're not going to be on the Chiefs with this stuff, man. It's just not happening. Brett Veach is just he's not allowing that. And you got dogs, man. I mean, we didn't even get to re-sign Mike Edwards. So some people argue we need another safety in the draft, which it could be a possibility that we do. It's a possibility that we do need another safety in the draft, 100%. But I'm sorry if I sound a little off. I'm hungover right now. If you want me to tell the truth, I am very, very hungover, bro. I'm literally hungover. Like I'm hungover. But yeah. Back to what I was saying. Chris Jones, Karlaftis, we re-signed Mike Pennell, we re-signed Nandi. I wasn't a fan of re-signing Nandi, but I realized he's made some okay plays for us. So, but Pennell, I love that. Re-signing Tranquill. So our defense is still put. I mean, you're gonna lose people. It's a part of the NFL. You're gonna lose dudes. You're not gonna. If we would have lost Chris Jones, we would have been cooked because we were about to figure out how we gonna replace Chris Jones. I could replace Sneed. We could replace Sneed before we could replace Chris Jones. I'm telling y'all about that boy Cam Hart. He's going to be a stud. Cam Hart is going to be a stud. I'm going to keep pushing him in these videos. Y'all going to keep hearing me talk about Cam Hart until he's a Chief, man. But, yeah, I do think the Chiefs definitely have what it takes to three-peat, even with this defense, because the offense also got better. And Spags is still Spags. Joe Cullen is still Joe Cullen. So the coaches is still there. I mean, I don't really see how we fall off on defense. I don't think nothing like that is going to happen. I think everything's going to be 100% fine. I think Trent McDuffie has to go out there and get his he has to get that #1 role. He has to get that trust to see what he could do by guarding these dudes on the outside. Remember, he strapped up Jamal, he strapped up Tyreek, he strapped up Jettas. Like, man, get my boy McDuffie them outside snaps. If not, we could get a dude like Cam Hart, who I honestly trust on the outside. Or we could trust Jalen Watson or Joshua Williams to break out. I mean, they've been in the cornerback room for 2 years now. They have a lot of experience. They've watched Snead and McDuffie. I mean, you gotta trust your players, man. Next man up. That's how the NFL is, man. Next man up. You gotta trust your dudes, bro. I understand these are rookies, not rookies, but I understand, like, if you draft the corner, you're trusting the rookie. If you let Jalen Watson or Joshua Williams start, you're trusting the backup. But at the end of the day, those dudes are quality players. Even though they was at the backup position, they're quality players. They really are. And sometimes they play cornerback 3. So, one of them was backups at times and the other one's cornerback 3. So they've been very, very good. I mean, I love it, man. I love the idea of this, of like, letting Snead get traded because he's asking for too much. And then we could, even when we trade Snead, now we have some cap space. Now we have some cap space to like sign some other free agents. We could sign some other free agents and we could be able to do what we got to do. But the thing is, and this is what people don't realize, McDuffie's a stud. We do have a stud in our DB room. And Snead, we love you, man, but you're not that needed, bro. Like, we can move on from you, my brother. So I hope Chiefs fans that were scared to lose Snead, I hope this video helped. At the end of the day, I know it's gonna be some backlash in my comments for being so like nonchalant about Snead leaving, but it's just like I really just don't. I just don't like the whole idea of the cryptic tweets and then the access for all that money. Like, bro, I understand you want to get paid, but you're not getting paid with us, bro. You got to realize that. I'll be surprised if Snead gets a big contract after what we gave to Chris Jones. And you should know you're not getting paid in the same year as Chris Jones because you didn't outplay Chris Jones. And even if it looks like you did, Chris Jones, he's the reason why Karlaftis was eating like that. He's the reason why Minnie was eating like that. He's the reason why Mike Danner was eating like that. Because guess what? Chris Jones draws all the attention from any other team's opposing offensive line, man. He draws all the attention from the offensive line. Nobody's looking, oh yeah, I'm about to double team Karlaftis. Like, that's not how they look. I mean, even if they did sometimes, that's not what their game plan. Yeah, you got to double Karlaftis, man. Yo, a mini who, we got to double him. Mike Danner, bro, it's Chris Jones. They're all worried about Chris Jones. So that allows other guys to eat. And Chris Jones has made pressures that save TDs. I mean, it was even this one play where Snead got burnt. He got burnt. He got routed up. And Chris Jones made a pressure to save a touchdown. And I was in the Super Bowl. So Chris Jones has always been making plays, man, and that's not a guy we want to lose. So we had to make the right decision, and McDuffie should be the next man up. Let's just see how this goes, man. Chiefs priority, and I'm out. Peace.